recording is for my brothers, but sisters, you're more than welcome to listen as well. And when you listen, please share with my brothers. Tell them that's what your sister is saying today. So here I go. My scriptural reference today comes from the book of Genesis 27 to chapter 27 to chapter 33 thereabouts. So Genesis 27 to 33. Sorry. So I'm going to refer to the story of Jacob. Jacob messed up with his own family and he went to stay with his uncle. The uncle later became his father-in-law. When Laban became Jacob's father-in-law, Jacob was staying there working. Jacob had no inheritance at Laban's. He didn't have any inheritance. He kept on working. The reason why Jacob ended up at Laban's is because he messed up with his own brother within his own family. So he decided to run away. That's many of you, my brothers. That's what many of you, my brothers, are doing at the moment. And I'm going to say my brothers because that will help me to talk, and probably that will help you to accept what I am going to share today. That you fall off with your own family. You get into misunderstanding. You cheat. You do things that are not right. You know they are not accepted in your family. So you run away. Mostly you run away and lean more with your in-laws, simply because you don't want to be corrected by your own family. You've offended someone in your family. You've offended your parents. They're trying to bring you to order, but you don't want to be brought to order. You run away. You lean more to your in-laws' side. My brother, come home. Get along with your own family. Where you're leaning more, you have no inheritance there. Build within your family. Jacob stayed with Laban for 20 years. It was at the end of those 20 years when he decided that enough is enough. I've been working in this family, but I have nothing. I am going back to my people. He was told that you have nothing. The children are mine. The flocks are mine. You can imagine, after 20 years, you're told you have nothing. His own father was never going to tell him that. His brother was never going to tell him that he stayed within the family. So what I'm saying today is, come back home. Return from Laban's. You do not belong in Laban's family. All you're doing there is causing the family members, Laban's children, to be unsettled. Laban's sons were very uncomfortable with Jacob. They said, look, Jacob has now taken all our father's wealth. That's the same with you. And you might be looking at me, listening to me right now, saying, what is she talking about? My father-in-law doesn't have any flock. Yeah, your father-in-law doesn't have any flock. He might have businesses, and you actually have the car keys to his cars, and you think it's your car. It's not your car. It's your father-in-law's car. You have nothing. Go and build your own wealth. Be a man. Take your family. Build your own home where you can have a say in your home. Jacob did not have a say. No wonder why he was given the wrong wife in the first place. Because he didn't have anything. He didn't have a say. He was told what to do. He couldn't raise his voice. He couldn't speak to his wives without the family getting involved. That's what a lot of you are suffering right now. And because you're too proud, you can't go back home and apologize and get along with your own family. But you know what? Jacob humbled himself. He realized, this is not a life. I am going back to my people. And he went back in humility, made peace with his brother. And I think from then he was able to stand on his own 2 feet as a man. And that's what many of you need to do, my brothers. You need to leave Laban's homestead. You have no inheritance there. Your children have no inheritance there. Go build your own home. Leave Laban's family alone. Visit your in-laws. When it's time to go home, go home. Have somewhere you call your own. Reconnect with your people and leave Laban's alone. And after saying that, I just want to ask you that in case I forget this, will you remember to teach my son when he comes of age? Just remind him, teach him that he doesn't have to stay at Laban's. He has to build his own home. Jacob was not Laban's son. He was Isaac's son. He had to return to his father's place.